Kaboom!
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the AIB Show. This is Amit.
And Dominic.
And we're sitting here on a Friday afternoon, late in the Friday morning, at around recording
this Monday morning. This is Monday morning.
And your boy Dominic over here is wearing a Reggae Boys jersey circa, what year was that? 2004?
1998.
Oh, damn. All right. Even older than that. And it still fits you? How does it fit you?
Yeah. It was big then. So it fits well now.
Wow. Holy crap. I'm like, how does that fit you?
Good quality too.
That's
24 years old.
And that was Kappa back. That's Kappa, right? Who was doing that?
Yes, indeed.
Is that Brent still around?
They are, yeah.
Huh. Who would have thunk? So what's up, Dominic? Talk to me.
Had to do a presentation to my son's school on culture.
You had to speak in front of his school?
No, video.
You had to speak
parents did on their culture, whether it's America, a country, or religion, anything like that. So yeah.
Hold up, and the parents couldn't go to the school? Isn't the school like 5 minutes on the road? Like why?
Yeah, but it's unnecessary because then you want 20-odd, 30-odd parents doing that.
And I'm still not understanding why parents weren't allowed in the school to do this.
No, it's not what.
And now there's rummaging in the background as he's having a lengthy diatribe with his wife about why she's interrupting our quick 15-minute show, and they're still going back and forth. And now he's pointing at her in a weird way,
in a loving way. Don't leave it up to the audience to do that. All right. Anyway, what up?
No, I'm just saying, like they didn't allow you to.
It's not about not allowing. If you've got 20-odd students, and let's say 10 to 15 of them have parents that want to say something, it's just a lot. Were they all going to show up at the same time?
Let's just say where Dominic goes to school ain't that much cultural diversity.
No. 100%. Yeah.
All right. So what was your spiel?
I just talked Jamaica facts.
Give me some spiel. Give us some of the knowledge.
It's technically the language is not a different language. It's a dialect of English. I talked about the first railway system in the Western Hemisphere, depending which source you read from, was either in the US or in Jamaica.
I'm not gonna lie to you. That's okay. I did not know that. And also that does nothing because it's very,
the oldest
very
golf club in the Western Hemisphere is here as well. One of the most expensive coffees in the world is Jamaica. What else did I talk about? I talked about the sprint capital of the world, Usain Bolt and all the track stars. Talked about the Reggae Boys, first English-speaking country in the Caribbean to qualify for the World Cup. Talked about Jamaica being the first tropical nation anywhere in the world to qualify for the Winter Olympics. Movie named Cool Runnings was made for me. In fact, Cool Runnings is a movie which a Puff, when he used to be an actor, used to claim he was in.
No, I did not. I was never in that movie. I wasn't even in Jamaica when it was filmed. No, I wasn't in Jamaica when it was filmed, but I wasn't in that movie. Nowhere near that.
He used to claim that. I was supposed to be in it. I didn't wake up. I saw it on your resume, bro. I saw it on your resume.
No, hold on. That's different. No. You're making it seem like I'm walking around in social circles going, hey, FYI, I was in this movie. It was not the case. But when I would have my acting resume for other things, I put it on there. That is not the same thing.
Where's the lie? That's what I said.
Two different things. One is me trying to make up stuff for social commentary to make myself seem cooler. Not the case. One was it was done in fact to try and secure future.
Okay, so like I said, you used to claim you were in the movie.
Yeah, but again, the way you stated it just made it seem like I was trying to garner favor amongst my peers.
People know Jamaica has more churches per square mile than any country in the world. Did you know that?
Yeah, and then what about the and the crime? Did you
speak about that as well? Dynamic. I did not mention that to the kids.
You didn't talk about the crime.
No, I put a little flag up on the screen, and a little link to visitjamaica.com, and I pointed to it. Played some music. I talked about there's no middle school.
Yeah, that's a good point. Elementary
prep school and high school. It's just like elementary school to high school. And then I threw out the fun little fact for the kids that many high schools are called colleges.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
When you go to college, it's university.
True.
Things like that.
True.
True. What else did I talk about to them? Oh, food.
Did you say about your high identity security card?
No, I did not. James Bond movies coming from books. Every James Bond film was based on a novel written by Ian Fleming, and every Ian Fleming novel, the James Bond ones, were written in Jamaica.
Correct.
Yeah, those kind of things.
You got some facts.
Yeah. Tourism, talked about bauxite.
You talking about bauxite? Do they have any idea what bauxite
No,
is?
I explain what bauxite is because I wanted the kids like these things. Right? Bauxite's this red dirt used to make foil, but in Jamaica it's not called aluminum; it's aluminium.
This guy
I talked about the British influence
of all the aluminum products.
I had to hold myself. I go, Jamaica's heavily influenced, by British still. Not only this, from colonialism, and I wanted to go on a rant, but held back. And I said, just drive on the left side of the road. Words are spelled, like in England, not in the US.
Hold up. So those are your issues, not the fact that the queen or king of the stage can still pardon people in our country. That you left out.
No. I didn't say that was the issue. No. I was just mentioning like weird facts. My issue was colonialism. So yes, I purposely did not mention those kind of things like you mentioned. Right.
I mean,
my issue is not with the spelling or the driving on the left side of the road. That's just, it is what it is.
Didn't you continue to spell that way intentionally for quite some period of time in this country?
I still do. So here's what now.
Go ahead.
Not intentionally, it was just naturally.
No,
but my wife used to always think when I'm writing an email or something, people think I'm an idiot or I don't know how to spell.
Mm-hmm.
But now I found myself sometimes purposely doing the American way, where I used to always do it because anti-colonialism.
So, okay, hold up. So now you've gone to not spelling that way because you feel the colonial...
I don't need the slave master's tongue.
Why don't you move further from the mic?
I don't need the slave master's tongue.
I mean, I guess that's one way to look at it.
The oppressor. No.
All right. That's one way to look at it. Okay.
So for that, I shall stick with miles. No metric system. Oh, wait. Does England do miles still? I don't even know.
England is a metric guy.
Yeah. The whole world, I guess, except America. Yeah.
We're the only one doing miles.
Yeah.
Even our brethren to the north in Canada are metric.
Yeah.
We're the only one doing miles. All right. So then, coming up soon, meaning next week. So right now you got World Cup coming up, starting. By the time people hear this, it has started.
Correct.
Right. You will be watching these matches as we discussed prior. Right. What time is the first game tomorrow or Saturday? Sorry.
I don't know. Is it Saturday or Sunday? I don't even know. I don't know.
Oh no, it's the 20th. You're right. Yeah, right.
Sunday.
Okay.
I do not know.
Hold up. So then what are you going to do? You're going to watch NFL? Or you're going to watch this?
I thought about that this morning. A little bit of a dilemma.
I mean, how many TVs do you have?
So the angle where I'm sitting at now, I can actually see two TVs.
Okay.
So what I may do is put the audio and NFL on the further TV with World Cup on the near TV. But I may flip it because I like the audio of World Cup. I don't know. It's tough decisions. First world problems.
Don't you also have kids to tend to? Like, how does this work out? You just say, hey, Godspeed, good luck with today?
Oh, yeah. Crap, I forgot.
What, don't they have like some kind of game?
Yeah, he's got a basketball travel tournament. She's got volleyball. Oh, man. Yeah, completely forgot.
You forgot.
No World Cup or NFL?
Yeah, first of all, that's not true. You're going to carry your phone and watch it there. You got the YouTube TV, so you can do it all.
No, because I always film them.
You mean you always film your son?
And my daughter.
Yeah, but you can just take an iPad, which you have for the filming, and watch on your phone. So you can do both.
No. I feel. No. I film. I edit right there quickly. Up.
So again, you're not going to watch the World Cup.
I guess I am not. Correct.
I don't know if you're really going to. I think there's some lying going on here, right? I think there's some lying going on here, right? And your wife is texting me on the side going, what is he even talking about? This is a boring episode. By the way, this hasn't even aired yet. And his wife's already commenting, just hearing his side of the conversation. All right, so there's that. So you're not going to watch any of that. Okay, but you're cool with the colonialism as it relates to the World Cup and all that stuff. You're just not going to actually spell.
How is colonialism? How am I cool with the colonialism?
I used the term incorrectly. I meant all the excuse me, all the social dynamics associated with that. Cough button. This is, guy. This is low tech, son. Although technically I do have a cough button. Not the point. All right, so you're not going to watch all this stuff in general. You're literally going to watch. Did you watch Black Panther yet, by the way?
I know. I need to.
I have not seen it either. Doug, I was in Jamaica last week or the last weekend. Bro, how is that place still like it's like the sun. It's so hot. Like it makes no dude. I have not sweat more in any scenario. And I cannot even remember, dog. Like just sweating. I showered like legit 3 times a day minimum. I was sweating profusely. Fans blowing on me and just sweating. I don't understand that country. And nobody else is sweating. Gopa's wearing jeans and a polo. Not a drop of sweat, not even a bead. My mom, totally comfortable. And I'm dying in a tank top and shorts. Like dying. Like it is unbearable. I don't understand that country.
So explain. I didn't get the story. You tried to enter and establish in a disrespectful manner against their dress code?
No. All right, here's this thing. First of all, there's this one little restaurant, right? And named Peppa's. Peppas. Peppa's, right? Now Peppa's is a Jamaican restaurant. First of all, it's like pseudo off the beaten path, right? Now, lovely view in the whole line, outdoor restaurant because I love Jamaica. And good food and inexpensive and good vibe. The problem with Peppa's is, first of all, this place, your tables are like wooden tables. Your chairs are old wooden, not old, but they're wooden chairs, etc. So it's uber rustic, right? You're outside. There's like little hanging lights and stuff like that. So by no means is this like a proper establishment where one would roll in. And on the door, and I meant to take a picture and I forgot. It says, no jerseys, no marinas. Right now, marina in Jamaica it's a synonym for tank tops, but it's not. It's technically one of those, like, some of you guys may know this. It's like a
see-through mesh.
It's like a mesh like fishnet tank top that Jamaicans wear. Not just Jamaicans, other countries as well, but I don't see a lot in America, right? Where in essence you can see your skin through the shirt, and it's in a tank top form. So people wear those things. So that's not allowed. And the regular tank top isn't allowed either because it's by association. So I go with my boy for dinner on Sunday night or whatever it was, and I'm wearing a tank top because I just mentioned I'm dying of heat everywhere I go in this country. And I walk up and there's security before you get in. And he goes, "Hey, I kind of should come in with the tank top." And I was like, "You've got to be joking me." And there's a group of tourists, like 8 of them, literally. And they're waiting outside for some reason because they can't get in for the same reason. And the guy's like, "Bro, if you're not going to be able to get in with your tank top." And I'm like, yeah, it's cool. Don't worry about it. And so my boy goes in and talks to the owner. Owner comes out, and then Amit goes in. Tourists were none too happy. Owner then talked to the tourists, and then they all got in as well. Again, uber casual restaurant. I don't even know why this dress code exists because it does not change the vibe of this place at all. And it was just unnecessary that I had to go above and beyond to have dinner at this establishment.
I'm surprised you didn't say something like, "You're lucky I'm even wearing a shirt."
I've never said that in my life. Would never make such a statement.
Sure.
But it was that. And then I'm leaving. I left on Tuesday. So Gopa goes, "Yo, let's grab breakfast at Toby Inn." Now, Toby Inn is this old hotel that's been around forever. And I don't know who stays. People still stay there, and I don't understand it. But they have like a Jamaican breakfast vibe that's actually really, really, really good. Right? Now, Jamaican breakfast, for those of you who haven't had it, are things like ackee and boiled banana and yam and stuff like that. And you can Google all this stuff. But when I'm talking about, like, you eat it and you have to go to sleep. Like, there's no way you're functioning the day with this. I even understand how it's breakfast because it's so filling, right? And again, I go like, "Yo, AC blowing?" And he goes, "Yeah, AC's blowing." AC was not blowing. Amit was sitting under a fan, sweating on my way to the airport, just sweating profusely. And I was like, why would, and again, my mom and him not sweating at all. Just, I don't understand this country or my lack of ability to acclimate to this country. It makes no sense. So that was my Jamaica experience. How I took my mom out for breakfast for her birthday, which is why I went down.
Happy birthday.
To Half Moon. And again, couldn't stop sweating. Had to bring over 2 different umbrellas. It was just, I don't even understand. And my uncle's wearing a long sleeve shirt for some reason, button down. My cousin the same. And I was like, what is wrong with you people? Right? My brother wearing jeans and a polo. It ain't nobody sweating like Amit wearing shorts and a t-shirt. Bro, so ridiculous, that country. I don't understand it. But yeah, it was interesting.
Also ridiculous. Elon.
All right.
Caught up on the latest?
I mean, there's a whole bunch. Continue.
So
I think I'm pretty up to date. But
I guess within the last week, he sent out memos basically saying he wants people to work a lot more, right?
Yeah. But he gave an ultimatum.
I think it was like 14-hour work days or more. And if they're not willing to come. Oh, and they have to come in because remember, didn't Jack Dorsey say forever Twitter employees you could stay home forever? Basically, when the
because of
pandemic,
the
when
COVID
COVID happened.
Oh, I didn't even know.
I believe he said that, and he said no, that we're eliminating that. You have to come in. You have to work a lot more hours, and if you don't want to, you can get 3 months severance pay. So be it. I guess some employees didn't like the changes going on. I think they had like 2,000 employees quit in the last week.
Yeah,
I don't know what that represents, but I guess it's got to hurt somehow. And then yesterday, or a few days ago, because today's Monday, employees were told that the offices are closed for the next few days and their badges just aren't working. They can't get into work. They come to work and they can't get in. They're shutting down Twitter HQ for a few days and it will reopen today on Monday.
This guy said HQ over here. What's also crazy about that as well, but not only that, but like, so normally, I used to go to Twitter prior to some of these calls or some of these things to kind of see what's going on. But I'm looking at the trending stuff. It's not easy to find anything anymore, right? It's difficult to find anything that's there.
A lot of the trending stuff was RIP Twitter, death to Twitter. Twitter is done.
There's nothing.
I see all these people paranoid, so they're posting their other social media accounts. Like, is Twitter really done? And come find me here.
Yeah, but come find you where? Are you gonna go and jump on
Instagram
whatever the new? I don't know. Is there a new hotness?
No, they're saying, here's my Instagram account. Here's my TikTok. Here's my Facebook. That's what they're putting to their Twitter feed.
How's your TikTok account doing, by the way?
I don't have one.
Come on.
Don't.
You don't have a TikTok account?
No, I'm an adult.
You're one of those people.
No, I don't.
All right.
Paco does.
Are you serious?
I found it. You got to go look at it and see it. It's, oh my God.
What do you mean?
You got to see this one dance he did. It's hilarious. Anyway.
He's doing a dance? This guy's a teacher educating our youth.
Did you see the Chapelle monologue on SNL?
I did.
Thoughts?
I'm over this whole situation. I'm not gonna lie.
Over Chapelle, over anti-Semitic,
over all of it. It sounds very general. The whole Chapelle situation, I haven't found, and I think I told you this too, I haven't found his comedy to be comedy.
Well, you got canceled on Instagram. Did you?
Because somebody said it's because he's black,
IG,
and I was like
black IG. No, not on Instagram, on TikTok.
On TikTok, yeah. The one video time I posted, I was like, we're not doing this again. No, but it made no sense. I said I didn't like this man's comedy, and I used to love his comedy, and I thought his comedy special was blah. And I got berated by this dude who said that was because he was black. And I was like, are you kidding me? That's where you go with this? Because I don't like his comedy because he's black. So the rest of the comedians I like who are black, we don't care about that. I thought it was blah. I thought his comedy's been blah for a while. And
I actually thought his monologue was funny.
I thought it was okay.
I haven't seen much of it. I liked his monologue. That was funny.
I find him to be just preachy now, and I don't care. And I'm like, bro,
I didn't find that one to be preachy though.
No, again, generally speaking, you're right. Yeah. This one was less, but that's why his last comedy special is, I'm like, I don't really. And then he comes out there with a very he used to tell some cool stories, man. He used to tell like cool situations where you were like in it, and I'm like, yo, that's amazing. And then not so much, and that's just kind of the case.
So he got the flack, anti-Semitic flack.
Yeah.
To which Amin El-Hassan, who is a sports journalist, podcast host, had a kind of enlightening take about the joke. One of the jokes that set people off. It was essentially, Chapelle said, if you get a bunch of black people together, it's a gang. If you get a bunch of Italian people together, it's a mob. If you get a bunch of Jewish people together, it's a coincidence. Referencing to the talk about Jewish people and the entertainment industry, to which there was some flack for that. To which Amin said, "Interesting though, the setup to the end of that, there's no flack about black people in the gang and Italian people in the mob. Well, it's just desensitized to that, or that stereotype has become commonplace belief." Either or. So it's just an interesting dynamic to that.
I guess I'm becoming so much more jaded now with all these things because I don't get it. Right. Like I think I think many people are just looking for a reason to be upset about something, and it just bothers me. Because I'm of the belief that a lot of people who are upset about stuff aren't doing anything aren't doing anything to educate themselves on the stuff that they're upset about. They're just upset because you're supposed to be upset because society says you should be upset, and people love being a part of any of these groups. And it just bothers me that nobody thinks about anything. Like, you just jump on the bandwagon of upsetness and wokeness or lack thereof, and it just bothers me. So in that situation, I'm a little like, it's funny. Like, I do my best now to almost avoid. Like, I used to listen to The Daily every day, right? Like, which is the New York Times podcast, and I've not listened to The Daily in, almost
it's
a
interesting.
month.
I don't listen to it much either.
But the reason I don't is every morning I look at the title of the podcast, and it'll be Republican so and so, and red wave so and so, and election so and so, and whatever. And I just don't give a crap, right? Especially before the election, I sure as hell don't give a crap. Only because it's everybody assuming all these things are going to happen, which, as we've seen time and time again, as of late anyway, don't happen the way they're forecasted to happen. So I just don't care. Just go out and vote and do your thing and move on, right? That's one. And then the majority of the stuff, mind numbing is probably the right word. It's just numbing. It's just so disheartening. And I was like, I don't care, right? Which is sad that I'm turning off information, right? Because it's too much. And I do it all the time now. And so half these things I don't care about. I used to love John Oliver, and I still watch a bunch of his stuff. But some of the things I can't anymore because I've come to the conclusion that there are a plethora of idiots out there, and they will always be there. And
no doubt. And one of them just announced his candidacy again.
That's Trump, king idiot. And it was just so bad. And then you saw the news reports out of that too, where apparently people were trying to leave because he was speaking for frigging so long as he always does, which I don't understand because he didn't say anything. But yet he can still speak for hours, but he didn't say anything anyway. And people were trying to leave, and security wouldn't let them leave the ballroom.
What?
I swear to God.
What didn't let them leave?
The ballroom doors were closed. You're in the ballroom. They were trying to leave, and I want to leave. You can leave.
I'm kicking somebody.
I agree. Yeah, these guys are. I don't think they were trying to cause that much of a ruckus, or just trying to just go home or beat the traffic or whatever it was, or get their car from valet. And apparently, ballroom security was not having it. Based on whatever the reporting was out there, which I found very, very comedic. And I found it comedic because he's it's just that, like, the audience.
I can't wait for the dynamic of, I want to see him and DeSantis on a stage together debating. I cannot wait for that.
One of them speaks English in sentences, and one of them is Trump.
I cannot wait for that.
It's literally the battle of the lesser. No, it's there. I don't know if one of them is a lesser evil. I don't know.
Funny thing, I had lunch this week.
One is a stupider evil.
Yeah, that's the thing. I look at DeSantis as a smart Trump. That's a scary thought. But then also, conversely, I spoke with somebody who worked in the administration. I had lunch with them this week. And it was more like he couldn't be more opposite of that administration. Very left-leaning, but just wanted to work in the White House. And said that it was scary, the amount of times Trump wanted to do things. And cabinet and other members said, no, not yet. Wait till the second term. Alluding to some of these things he said were crazy, but it was more like wait till the second term because we got nothing to lose. So what? Do it then.
Hold on. Are you referring to, like, he wanted to put alligators in the waters between Mexico and the U.S., like right there on the borderline?
What?
To prevent?
That can't be true.
I swear. And he was like, we just put alligators in there, and they're like, we can't do that, sir. Like, this is the level of idiocy this guy has. Like, it's the dumbest things in the world, and this is what's going on. And people are literally they're going, we can't do that, sir. Sorry, we can't do that, right? Like, these are the ideas that are coming out of this man's head, right? And it blows my mind, like, the level of idiocy that is this person. But again, everybody knows where I stand on that. But either way, on that note, Thanksgiving is next week, so it's
this week.
God damn it, man! Thanksgiving.
I don't know how you don't understand how time works. Like, when you look at a calendar and Thanksgiving's in 3 days, that means it's this week.
Are you preparing a meal?
That is a no.
Is somebody preparing a meal in your family, or are you guys going to, like, Boston Market and calling it a day? Like, what do you guys do?
Boston Market. Right?
Just throwing it out there, man. I don't know. What do you do?
No, we're going to friend's house. I'm sure my better half will prepare some some stuff to bring there, but we're going to a friend's house.
You're gonna, you guys make it like a vegan turkey? Like, what are you guys doing?
Oh, we're not making a vegan turkey.
How about y'all roll?
Are you going to Jersey?
Yeah. I go to Jersey in 2 days, so I go there on Wednesday, and then cold AF, by the way, up there. I was looking at the temperature. Ooh wee, it's brisk. And then I got an event the following Monday. I had to try on the suit to make sure the suit still fits. Luckily, it still fits because I ain't worn a suit in quite some time. So luckily that part worked out.
I wore one last week, and I gotta get new ones because my suits are like 4 years old, and slim fit then is like extra baggy now. So
but I don't know because I'm seeing people wearing some extra baggy clothes nowadays too, and I'm like, are we going back here again?
Oh no, they're definitely going back. Clothes in general, that style is coming. Yeah,
I'm not ready for it, man.
Also, absolutely come back. It's like
I'm not ready for 100%. It yet. Extra baggy. Hold up. So how much extra material do you need then for it to be extra baggy? You just bring parachutes now?
Got jokes.
Better body alert. Better body alert. Yeah, that alert's been going off forever. It just stopped.
Apple gave us another issue, so help us out, people. Rate, review, subscribe.
All that good stuff.
Spread the word. Justice over order. We got a good interview coming up, hopefully in the next couple of weeks.
We keep saying that, but we will try.
No, but this is we've had some great ones, but this one will be, I think, very entertaining and enlightening, informative, and funny.
All right. The latter part we shall see. The rest of it is true. And we'll keep you guys posted.
Later.
Have an amazing holiday. Talk to you guys after.